We'll aim for high score through smart learning, optimum utilization of time, and less stress. The much awaited sample paper is released for March 2021. Now, the sample paper, it is not to be discussed. It is to be solved. So everywhere where the paper is discussed, it's not going to be of any use till it is solved. So together we are going to solve the paper, and we cannot solve the whole paper in one go. So I am taking writing section question number 9 today. So the question says attempt any one of the following in 100 to 120 words. It is of 5 marks, and I am taking a part of this today. So that is, a chart below displays data about number of digital devices purchased in Rishinagar across the years 2015 to 2019. Write a paragraph analyzing the given data. तो आज हम ये जो एनालिटिकल पैराग्राफ के बेस के ऊपर जो क्वेश्चन है उसे सॉल्व करेंगे. सो द ग्राफ इज ऑलरेडी गिवन विद द क्वेश्चन. तो हमने सिर्फ इस ग्राफ में से इंफॉर्मेशन रीड करनी है, एंड वी हैव टू राइट इट इन अ पैराग्राफ. Now, writing this information in a paragraph, there is a specific vocabulary. कुछ words हैं जो analytical paragraph में use किए जाने हैं, and in case those words are missing, your marks will be deducted. Now, analytical paragraph, ये मैंने already discuss किया हुआ है, how to write it, the basics of writing the analytical paragraph. So my suggestion to all the aspiring 10th class students is that you pause here, you solve this question on your own. You watch my video on the basics of writing an analytical paragraph. I've provided the link in the description box, and it is in the playlist also. Now, why I am saying this, कि अगर पहले तुम basics of writing analytical paragraph देखकर अपने आप ये क्वेश्चन सॉल्व करने की कोशिश करोगे, एंड आफ्टर दैट यू विल कम एंड सी द सोल्यूशन. द सोल्यूशन इज गोइंग टू बी देयर ऑन यूट्यूब नाउ फॉर एवर. सो अगर अपना क्वेश्चन सॉल्व करने के बाद यू विल कम एंड सी द सोल्यूशन, तुम्हें पता लगेगा दैट वेयर यू नीड टू फोकस. सो आफ्टर दैट व्हेन यू कैन कम बैक, सो यू विल come to know that where you are lacking. So make this 5 marks question as a self evaluation test. But if you don't want to do it, you want to move on, so we have the solution here. So obviously we have to write the rough work, we have to prepare a rough draft using the acronym. So ये acronym मैंने पूरी डिटेल में डिस्कस किया in the previous video on analytical paragraph. You can go and check it there. So this acronym says keep social distance and prevent grouping to gain more company. तो अब हम इसे सॉल्व करेंगे. सो के से होता है काइंड. काइंड मीन्स कि ये ग्राफ किस तरह का है. सो इट इज अ बार ग्राफ. एस से होती हैं सिमिलैरिटीज. सो इस ग्राफ को देखने पे कौन सी हमें सिमिलैरिटी नजर आती है. सो हेयर हमें जो सिमिलैरिटी नजर आती है, जनरल सिमिलैरिटी, वो है कि परचेज ऑफ स्मार्टफोन्स हैज ऑलवेज रिमेन्ड हाई. सो वी विल राइट इट हेयर. नाउ डी से डिफरेंसेस हैं. डिफरेंसेस क्या नजर आ रहे हैं? नो, हमें डिफरेंसेस 2017 में और 2018 में नजर आ रहे हैं. सो हेयर यू कैन सी, इसमें सेल ऑफ कंप्यूटर्स दैट इज मोर देन दैट ऑफ द स्मार्टफोन्स, वेयर एज एवरीवेयर एल्स द सेल ऑफ smartphones is higher. So 2017 is important and 2018 is important because in 2018 the sale of both these things has decreased as compared to others. So these 2 years, they're important in case of differences. So we will write it here. Now we come to, from P it is parts and from G it is groups. Now grouping and parts, this is very important. So just carefully see that how I've made the groups and parts. So first we will make groups and after that from groups we will make parts. So groups कैसे बनाने हैं? Now from here you can make your own groups in any way. कोई general trend, कोई similarity या कोई differences लेके तुम अपने groups बना सकते हो. Now how I have made these groups, I have taken 2015 to 2017 in first group and 2018 to 2019 in the second group. Now why I have done so? 2015 से 2017 में 15 और 16 में मुझे एक steady increase नजर आ रहा है. And 2017 में there is a reverse. So ये मैंने first group में ले लिया है, so that there is similarity also and there is comparison also. And 2018 और 19 में I can see a steep rise. You can see now here this laser point, it is going steadily, and here my laser point, it is going steeply. So that is why I have taken this in first group and I have taken this in the second group. So once you've written your groups like this, so 2015 to 2017 is group 1, 2018 to 2019 is group 2. Now I have to make parts. So parts means that you have groups, but when you are writing the information in a paragraph, so straight away the information for 3 years you cannot write it together. So you have to write it or make subparts of it. So these are the subparts. So in the first part, obviously it is 2015 to 2016 because there is steady rise, and part 2 is 2017 because there is reversal. And then the third part is 2018 to 2019 with a steep rise. So I hope कि ये यहाँ तक समझ आ गया है. So grouping और parts ये बनाने बहुत important है. नाउ टी से है टाइम पीरियड. सो टाइम पीरियड है 2015 से 2019 तक. जनरल ट्रेंड एक बार में ग्राफ को देखने से कौन सा जनरल ट्रेंड हमें पता लगता है. सो द जनरल ट्रेंड इज वी कैन सी दैट एवरीवेयर द परचेज ऑफ स्मार्टफोन्स इट इज हाई. So just in this case it is not, but in general trend we can overlook one thing. So preference of smartphones over computers. This is a general trend. Measurement means the units. Now in this case, these figures they are given in thousands. So numbers in thousands. Change over time, since it is only till 2019. So that means it is about the past. Information is about the past. There is no future assumption or predictions. So we'll be writing the paragraph in past tense. Now, in case there had been 2 more years here, maybe 20 and 21. So in that case, there was a future assumption, a future prediction also. So then our graph would have been in past as well as in future. Now, this that you can see here, again, this is very important. Now, इसमें मैंने क्या किया है, since the numbers here, the figures here, they are not exact. So I have noted down these figures here so that when I am writing the paragraph, जब मैं paragraph लिखूंगी, so मुझे बार बार यहाँ से जाके figures दोबारा देखनी नहीं पड़ेंगी. So this is year, this is computers, and this is smartphone. So 2015 में computers कितने हैं? So here computers they are slightly less than 40, so I have written 38. So these are in thousands, so it is 38,000. And smartphones they are slightly above than 40, so about 43. So these come out to be 43,000. Similarly, 2016 में computers they are slightly less than 60, so I've written 59,000. And smartphones they are 63. So like this I've written for every year. So this is going to help me when I'll write a paragraph. So now the information is ready. We have to arrange this information into a meaningful paragraph, keeping in mind the specific vocabulary, structures for comparison, etc. So अब हमने ये सारी information एक meaningful paragraph में लिखनी है, but taking care of specific vocabulary. एक particular vocabulary है for writing analytical paragraph. So that vocabulary is a must. So that vocabulary I have discussed in the previous video for analytical writing. So you can go and check there. And in this paragraph, obviously whatever vocabulary I'll be using, I'll be explaining. Now we come to the first part. So सबसे पहले introductory line, जैसे introduction कहते हैं. So introductory line, that is very simple. It is paraphrasing of the question statement. Paraphrasing of the question statement means जो question में statement दी गई है उसको अपने words में लिखना. You have to change the words and write that same statement in such a way that the meaning remains the same. So this is the statement in the question. The chart below displays data about the number of digital devices purchased in Rishinagar across the years 2015 to 2019. Write a paragraph analyzing the given data. So now how we have paraphrased this. I have written the given bar graph exhibits. So above is the chart below displays. So chart, it is bar graph. Below displays, so I haven't used the word below, I am using the word given, and in place of displays I'm using exhibits. In place of the word data I'm using the information. So it becomes the given bar graph exhibits the information about the number. So you can use about the number, one or two words can be same, but here you can also use the word quantity. So it can be about the quantity of smartphones and computers. Digital devices, obviously, the digital devices under discussion, they are smartphones and computers, so you can write that. And here it is used, they've used the word purchased and I am using the word sold. So obviously, one person is purchasing and the other person is selling. So I can use the word sold in Rishunagar from 2015 to 2019. So they've used across the years 2015 to 2019 and I've used from 2015 to 2019. So you can see that almost whole of the line I have paraphrased. So this is what you have to do. Obviously I cannot change Rishunagar, that will remain the same. So this is how it is to be done. Now after the introductory line, we come to part 1. So remember, it is not para 1. The information is to be written in one single paragraph. Therefore, this is part 1. So part 1, you remember, my part 1 is 2015 and 2016 and then part 2 will be 2017. But till 2017, I'll be writing in this part only. So this is for my information, the figures. So a steady increase in the sale of both smartphones, approximately 43,000, and computers, about 38,000, is observed between 2015 and 2016. But in 2017, the purchase of computers exceeded that of smartphones with nearly 82,000 computers and roughly 79,000 smartphones sold. So now let's analyze what we have written. So first my part is 2015-2016. So सबसे पहले 2015 और 2016 के बारे में मैंने लिखना है. So as I've already told you, I can see here a steady increase. तो मैंने वही use word किया है. So this is the specific vocabulary. ये specific vocabulary है for writing analytical paragraph. So a steady increase in the sale of both smartphones. Smartphones कितने हैं? Approximately 43,000. And computers वो कितने हैं? Approximately 38,000. Now here, अगर एक बार approximately use किया, you will not be using the same word again. So here I have used about. So you have to change words. There should be no repetition, because if you will repeat words again and again, your marks will be deducted in expression. So a steady increase in the sale of both smartphones, approximately 43,000, and computers, about 38,000, is observed between 2015 and 2016. So यहाँ तक मेरा पूरा हो गया. अब मेरा second part है 2017. So but in 2017, so 2017 में there is a change. So therefore but in 2017, the purchase of computers exceeded that of smartphones with nearly 82,000 computers and roughly 79,000 smartphones sold. So ये मेरा comparison भी आ गया. So I have analyzed this graph till 2017. I have given the similarity also and I have given the comparison also. Now we move on. Part 2. So again ये part 2 है. This is not para 2. You are not to change the paragraph. So paragraph change नहीं करना. So मेरा part 2 जो है, that is 2018 or 2019 आएगा. So in the following year, a close to 50,000 computers and around 69,000 smartphones were sold, displaying a fall in the buying capacity of the residents. So again 2018, if you remember, 2018 में हमने differences में note किया था. So there is a reversal. So ये हमें क्या दिखा रहा है कि there is a fall in the buying capacity. So यहाँ तक लोग बहुत बाय कर रहे थे कंप्यूटर्स और स्मार्टफोन्स, लेकिन अचानक 2018 में आके there is a fall. So therefore I've written it like this. So in the following year, a close to 50,000 computers and around 69,000 smartphones they were sold, displaying a fall in the buying capacity of the residents. Since ये सिर्फ ऋषुनगर के बारे में, so I am using the word residents. Now हमारा लास्ट पार्ट रह गया 2019. So in 2019 almost 90,000 computers and smartphones rounded down to 100,000 were bought, showing a steep rise in the sale of both. So यहाँ पे जो कंप्यूटर्स हैं वो 90,000 के करीब जो हैं देवर सोल्ड, और ये जो स्मार्टफोन्स हैं 100,000 से थोड़ा सा ऊपर है. सो देयरफॉर आई हैव यूज्ड द फ्रेज राउंडेड डाउन टू 100,000 they were bought, showing a steep rise the sale of both. So ये जो है vocabulary, this is the specific vocabulary that should be used while you are writing, analyzing the paragraph or the information that is given. So displaying a fall, a steep rise, a steady increase. So all these things, these such phrases and such words are to be used. Now the concluding line, the last thing, the concluding line is overall trend. So if you remember, when we were solving that acronym, the overall trend we have written that smartphones, they are preferred. So we will be writing that only. So you will be using the word overall so that the examiner comes to know that this is the concluding line. So overall, the graph displays that the people of Rishunagar preferred smartphones over computers. So this is the end of writing the analytical paragraph in 120 words. So very simple, only if you know how to write it, what you have to do with it. Now this is the complete paragraph. So let's read it once. The given bar graph exhibits the information about the number, or you can use the word quantity, of smartphones and computers sold in Rishunagar from 2015 to 2019. So a steady increase in the sale of both smartphones, approximately 38,000, and computers, about 43,000, is observed between 2015 and 2016. I think these figures, they have been changed, but never mind, I have corrected it there. But in 2017, the purchase of computers exceeded that of smartphones, with nearly 82,000 computers and roughly 78,000 smartphones sold. In the following year, close to 50,000 computers and around 69,000 smartphones were sold, displaying a fall in the buying capacity of the residents. In 2019, almost 90,000 computers and smartphones rounded down to 100,000 were bought, showing a steep rise in the sale of both. Overall, the graph displays that the people of Rishunagar preferred smartphones over computers. So this is the whole paragraph, and these words in brown, these are the specific vocabulary, and the words in pink, these are the numbers and figures that you have to give. So in this way. Now what you can do when you are writing this paragraph in your exams, obviously you cannot use different colors like this, so underline it. So that is why I've underlined also, so that you have to underline the specific vocabulary words, underline the figures, so that when the examiner is reading your question, straight away the examiner can see those vocabulary words. So wherever you want the examiner to see, so underline that, highlight that thing, and you will not have much time to change the colors with pen or pencil. So just underline it. Don't waste your time anywhere. And the words here, they are 128. So 120 is the word limit. So till 128, I think plus minus 10 they are allowed. So still, actually this quantity and number, I've used this word, so one word from here it will be deleted, so it will be 127. But anyways, this is okay. So I hope कि यहाँ तक अच्छे से समझ आ गया, because this is a very technical question. अगर तुम ये क्वेश्चन को इन्हीं स्टेप्स के साथ करोगे, then there is no way that your marks will be deducted. I'll show you the marking scheme now, and you will come to know कि कोई मार्क्स नहीं कट सकते अगर तुम ये सारे स्टेप्स फॉलो करो. नाउ दिस इज द मार्किंग स्कीम. लेट्स स्कैन इट. सो 5 मार्क्स क्वेश्चन है. 3 मार्क्स जो है वो कंटेंट के लिए है. सो कंटेंट मीन्स ऑल द इंफॉर्मेशन. 2 मार्क्स एक्सप्रेशन के लिए है. उसमें से 1 मार्क ग्रामेटिकल एक्यूरेसी के लिए, जिसमें तुम्हारे स्पेलिंग्स और अप्रोप्रिएट वर्ड्स जो यूज किए हैं या नहीं किए हैं, जो वोकैबुलरी है. So if you use those words like steep increase, steady rise, decline, or it was stable, so such kinds of words are used, so they'll be counted in this. Then 1 mark is for cohesion, that is connecting of the ideas, and there is a logical arrangement. It is not that 2015 part you are writing first and after that you are writing 2019 and you've forgotten about 2018 and 2017. So there has to be some logic when you are writing your paragraph. So there has to be coherence. Coherence means linking of ideas. So logically, your paragraph should go. Now, after that, competency applied for overall expression. So, what does this mean? Now, this marking scheme I have taken from the sample question paper itself. So, CBSE has provided it. So, your question, it will be checked based on this. So, single paragraph. So, now you understand why I was saying no paragraphs. So there cannot be paragraphs within a paragraph. So I've seen everyone dividing it into paragraphs. So para 1, para 2 and then para 3, but that is not required. So single paragraph, after that use of appropriate functional language required to show trend progression comparison, more or less increase decrease table. So these are the vocabulary words that I was telling you. You have to use those vocabulary words. If you are not using those vocabulary words, then your marks will be deducted. Then competency applied for content. This means here it is paraphrasing. So the first line, the first introductory line, that carries half mark. If you are correctly able to paraphrase your question, that is your introductory sentence, you will get half mark for that. Then identification of main trends. Now main trends, it is of 2 marks. So the CBSE it says that at least 4 clearly identified trends. मतलब तुम जब paragraph लिख रहे हो, so at least उसमें 4 identified trends होने चाहिए. But CBSE also given this note. Focusing and extending one particular trend, it would be considered as one trend only. So ये नहीं है कि सिर्फ एक trend पकड़ लो, जैसे कि तुमने पकड़ लिया similarity that there is a increase in the sale of both. तो इसी trend को लेके तुम बार बार lines और words change कर करके लिखते जाओ. So that will be taken as only one trend. Now I'll take you back to my paragraph and I'll show you how there are 4 trends in my paragraph. First, the last thing, the concluding line, जहां हमने overall general trend बताना है, so that is also of half mark. So like this is the division of marks. For every part there is a mark. So that means you have to follow and write it step by step as I've explained. Now here, 4 different trends. So this is the introductory line, so there's no trend here. The trends, they begin from here. So first trend is that there's steady increase in the sale of both smartphones. The number is given in between 2015 and 16. Second trend is that the purchase of computers, it exceeded that of smartphones in this year. Third trend is that in the following year, what happened? 50,000 computers were sold and 69,000 smartphones they were sold, and it showed fall in the buying capacity of the residents. So this is the third trend. And the last and the fourth trend is that there is steep increase in the sale of both. So the figures are given here. So these are 4 trends. So this is according to the marking scheme given by CBSE. So that means no marks can be deducted anywhere. So you have to follow this. I hope that nothing is left. The explanation is complete and अच्छे से पूरा समझ आ गया. Now I'll be taking the next question. So next question, I have taken a letter. So this letter, it is based on the letter of placing an order, but the question is little different. You are not writing the letter to order something. Rather, you've already ordered it and you are not able to pick it up. So it is a little different, but the format, it will be the same. So you are Vaijanti or Vijay from Prakasham Nagar, Sikandrabad, Andhra Pradesh. Write a letter to Book Heaven store requesting home delivery of the books, stationery and art materials you had ordered telephonically. Share the reason for being unable to pick up the goods in person. Confirm your address details and a convenient time slot. So let's first understand the question. अब क्वेश्चन में ये है कि यू हैव टू राइट अ लेटर टू दिस बुक हेवन स्टोर एंड उनको रिक्वेस्ट करनी है कि जो भी ऑर्डर हमने टेलीफोन पे दिया था उसकी होम डिलीवरी हमें कर दें. सो ऑर्डर में बुक्स थी, स्टेशनरी आइटम्स थे और आर्ट मटेरियल था. सो यू हैव ऑल्सो टू कंफर्म योर एड्रेस डिटेल्स. यू हैव टू गिव अ convenient time slot also, and you have to tell and give a reason that why you are unable to pick up the goods. So now let's get started. So I won't be discussing the format as such in detail because it is already discussed in letter for placing an order, so you can go back and check it there. I have already shared the link in the description box and watch that video for detailed explanation. So now let's attempt this question. Now again, if you want to write this letter first and then come back to the solution, that is a good idea. So consider writing it first. Now, the rough work first. So like I have already planned that what reason I'm going to write. So I'll be writing that I have met with an accident and then what was my order. So 2 books and pack of pens and colors. Then you have to give the address, the time, and you have to agree to pay for the delivery and discount if any, whatever you want to ask. So now let's write. Now on one side you also write this SDRSS. Now what is this? This is the format, 6 things of the format, because when again the marking scheme comes, there it is written that if there are these 6 things in the format, only then marks will be given. And again remember, no marks will be given if you are only writing the format. If you only write the format and leave, no marks will be given. Now from S, it is the sender's address, then comes the date. From R, it is receiver's address, then comes the subject, then comes the salutation, and then comes the complimentary close. So it is very quick and easy to remember. Just write on one side of your answer sheet STRSSC, because mostly students, they forget date and subject. So like this, you won't forget it. And from these 6 things, even if one thing is missing, your half mark will go. Now this is the format. So Prakasham Nagar, Sikandrabad, Andhra Pradesh, this is given. Date you will write. Then proprietor. So obviously you have to write it to Book Heaven Store. It's not given, so it is proprietor. And I've discussed who is the proprietor. Proprietor is the owner of the property or owner of the business. So here obviously proprietor is a good fit. So Sikandrabad, Andhra Pradesh. So minimum 3-line address, as I've already told you. It can be more than 3, but minimum 3 lines. Then comes the subject. So subject is request for home delivery of order. Then sir. So here you are leaving a line, you are leaving a line, you are leaving a line here also, and then here also. So now we come to the content of the letter. So this is in reference to our telephonic conversation held on October 14, 2020 regarding the order of 5 books of mathematics standard by R.D. Sharma for class 10, along with 5 packs of cello butterfly ballpoint pen blue and 5 packs of camelin crayons 24 colors, which was supposed to be picked in person today. So the introduction, we have told that this is in reference to the telephonic conversation. So that was held on this. और टेलीफोनिक कन्वर्सेशन में क्या ऑर्डर दिया था. सो 5 बुक्स ऑफ मैथमेटिक्स. यू हैव टू टेल, स्पेसिफाई. स्टैंडर्ड था कि बेसिक मैथ्स, तो बाय R.D. शर्मा फॉर विच क्लास, अलॉन्ग विद, बिकॉज इन द क्वेश्चन इट्स रिटन कि ऑर्डर था बुक्स का, स्टेशनरी का एंड सम आर्ट मटेरियल. सो देयरफॉर इन स्टेशनरी cello butterfly ballpoint pen, and in art material I have written camelin crayons. And it is also written in the question that this order, it was to be picked in person, but now you are not able to do that. अब ये possible नहीं है, so that is why you have to request. तुमने request करना है shopkeeper को that home delivery is done. So therefore I've written which was supposed to be picked in person today. So ये हमारी first introductory lines हो गई. Now after that you will change the paragraph and you will write with regret. Now since you are not able to do it, so तुम बता रहे हो कि reason बड़े अफसोस के साथ. So with regret I want to convey my inability to collect the order because यहाँ पे reason देना है. Yesterday evening I met with an accident and injured my leg. So ये मैंने rough में पहले ही decide कर लिया था, because otherwise you will waste lot of time when you are writing and there will be lot of cutting. इस बात का बिल्कुल ध्यान रखना है that there is no cutting in between. Now suppose there is a cutting, try to write the letter again. In analytical paragraph also, if there is too much cutting, so the presentation, it doesn't look proper and it gives a bad impression. So in case there is cutting in between, so try to write it again. So we have read this, that with regret, I want to convey my inability to collect the order because yesterday evening I met with an accident and injured my leg. The doctor has advised bed rest for at least 10 days. So we have given the reason. As I live alone here, I request you to arrange for the home delivery of my order. So now you are placing your request that I live alone here, so nobody can pick the order for me. So I request you to arrange for the home delivery of my order. I am ready to pay for the delivery charges. So आप उसे बता रहे हो कि because it is my problem, ये मेरी तरफ से problem आई है, so मैं delivery charges पे करने के लिए तैयार हूँ. So kindly send the order between 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. So since in the question it is written कि time slot बताना है, address confirm करना है, so we are giving the time slot between 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. on weekdays at. If you have noted in the address house number नहीं दिया हुआ, so house number के बगैर कैसे पहुंचेगा? So we are giving the house number here. The rest it is given. So Prakasham Nagar, Sikandrabad. So also send the bill with a discount of 15% as promised by you. So we'll talk about this because order आएगा तो पैसे तो देने हैं. So send the bill with a discount of 15% as promised by you. So you can write this from your own side to make it impressive. So that the payment can be made. So I regret the inconvenience caused. So in the end, obviously you have to feel sorry कि मेरी वजह से जो ये परेशानी हुई है उसके लिए you are sorry. So you write this line, I regret the inconvenience caused. Yours truly. So you will sign it, you will write your name in and then give your phone number. So phone number you have to give. Now this sign here, you can sign, you may not sign. Marks are not going to be deducted for that. So name, that should be there. So again, this is the letter. All the things they are clarified here. So it is telephonic conversation. Based on that, so what was the order? Now since it was telephonic conversation, so the order was not written. So that is why you have to write this again, because maybe the person has not written it or the person may not remember that what was the order. So that is why there is a need to again write the order. So then you tell them because the order was to be picked up in person, but then you give your reason that why you won't be able to do it. So reason, it should be a valid one. Then you write your request that I want you to you request him to arrange for the home delivery, give them time slot, and then your address, confirm it, then talk about the bill that you will be paying and giving the full payment, and then in the end again feel sorry and then sign up. So this is how you have to write the letter. So it's a very simple letter, but the only thing is that all the points should be there. Now let's have a look at its marking scheme. It says completely applied for overall expression. So what should be there? Paragraphing recommended. Listing of points shall lead to deduction of marks. So be very careful. So what is usually told is that make points. Make points of, like, if there is an order here, so what were the things to be ordered, so I write them in points. Now you are not placing or writing this letter to get the products. So when you are writing a letter to get your products, then a table is made, but here this is a different kind. So here you have to write it in paragraph itself. No table or no bullets are to be given here. So opening phrases, that should be like, this is with reference to the order, or kindly refer to the order number. So we have started giving reference to the telephonic conversation. Then reason, using because or due to. So we have used because I met with an accident, if you remember. Then request, start with kindly or I would be grateful. So we have used kindly. So kindly or I request you to. Then accuracy of grammar and spellings, obviously. So what should be there in content? Reference to the order placed telephonically, we've already done. So if this reference is there, you will get half mark. Okay, then they say that you have to inform and give reason. So reason can be illness, family emergency, some professional commitment, or any other relevant reason. So my relevant reason is that I met with an accident. Then you have to request it. So if all these things are there, again you will get 1 mark. Then you have to give the details. So what details? So present the details of like suitable time slot, confirmation of address, and phone number. So all these things are again given, and you will get half mark for this also. So again, all the things I've included in the letter, that means again my marks will not be deducted from anywhere. So you are again going to get full marks for this. So if you follow all these steps, if you write a letter or if you write an analytical paragraph step by step in a logical way, then you will get full marks. So now here, order of 5 books of mathematics 10th by R.D. Sharma, 5 packs of Camelin pencil and crayons. I have shortened this sentence and it has made a difference of 10 words. So if I show you the previous sentence here, so 5 books of mathematics standard by R.D. Sharma for class 10 along with 5 packs of this. So I have shortened the sentence. So in case the word limit is increasing, so you can do like this. So here's a difference of 10 words. Now links that I've given in the description box, I've given the links for analytical paragraph, bar graph, for line graph, and for pie chart. And then letter for placing order is also there, letter to the editor is also there, and you check the playlist for rest of the videos. Now I hope that everything is clear and I've tried to give my best to make it as easy as possible for you. So now it is your turn to show me your appreciation by liking my videos and by subscribing to it. Subscribe to my channel and share it. Share it with all your friends in your class groups everywhere so that everyone is able to gain. And follow me on Instagram also. Now on Instagram I put in advance that what I am going to upload next week. So like this you will remain in touch with me. So now this hope that everything is clear, and that's all for today, and I will be solving rest of the paper within a few days. So you just stay hooked up, like my videos, subscribe it, and make it viral. Thank you very much.